Hello, everyone. I'm Kalen North, and today we've got special returning guest. imdanishtoo. Hello.
Hello, good to be back.
imdanishtoo here is, I think, the best Lightning player I've ever met, and so he's going to be helping us out with taking out Sweden with Lightning at level 6. So,
That's very kind.
yeah, no, well, I've played enough games with you that I know you're certainly better at Lightning than me, and I haven't met anyone else who's that much better than, or I don't think I've met anyone else who's better than you. Certainly, I've met others who are better than me, but that's a different story.
Let's hope we can prove it in this one.
Yeah. All right. So we're playing on board C. Board C is sort of your default Lightning board at this point, it sounds like.
Yeah. There's a good balance of towns and cities and where they're placed on the board, basically.
Sure. Anything to note before we hop into the game? Sweden's a pretty blight-happy adversary. They'll be getting bonus towns if we let them ravage. I guess.
Yeah, and that's really the killer if you get into, like, they can snowball really fast, completely out of control. If you know, the worst scenario is that they do a double blight, then they add a town to a neighboring land, they explore into that land, convert a Dahan, and suddenly you have a land with an explorer, 2 towns about to build, and that land will ravage, and then you lose in like 3 turns.
Yeah.
So we'll try and prevent that from happening.
All right. Let's hop into it. All right. So let's see where they start. Explore the mountains, and they accelerate into the sands. So land 6 will get an extra town.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we? Or I guess I'm hoping you'll take the lead here.
Yes. The screen is flickering a bit, but yeah. Now I can see it. So here I actually think it's still the standard opening of 2 presents from the top is the way to go. Sometimes, if they explore into the wetlands, you need to destroy that town immediately, because otherwise they'll add 3 blight in 1 turn, and that's too much.
Sure.
So I think we can actually allow the blight in land 7 in exchange of getting to 4 card plays immediately.
Okay. So 2 presents down into land 4 or land 5?
I would say land 5.
Land 5?
Because we don't want that land to blight, and we don't want and land without presence.
Sure.
And I'm not entirely sure if that's the best one. And then just play nothing and
let the builds happen.
Yeah.
And then explore in the jungle. So nothing in the wetlands, fortunately. A little unfortunate maybe with that city in the jungle, but
yes. We'll just have to be lucky on our first reclaim. Then that's solved.
There we go.
There's one simple trick to beat Sweden. Be lucky.
There we go. All right, and then I assume we're taking 2 from bottom track. Are we going to grow to land 3 or land 4? What's your preference?
I would go to land 3.
Okay.
And then play the 3 cards we can afford.
So no Raging Storm, as usual.
Yeah. No, it's better to have the energy, I think. Then let's destroy the town in land 3, and then we have to think a bit about how we want to do this.
Okay.
Because we want to save our Dahan as much as possible, because the next explorer is an escalation explorer.
Sure. So I would think almost if we harbingers from land 1 to land 6 and then shatter homesteads in land 6, that would get our Dahan protected at least against the escalation. Otherwise,
that would protect all Dahan, actually. Well, they'll still add a town from hiding land 7. So the other option is...
Well, we could put the town in land 4, potentially.
Oh, right. Yeah, they do that before...
Before the Explorer, and before the build. So land 4 would be a huge mess at that point, but...
It's a mess anyway.
But we at least then would avoid the escalation.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of avoiding the escalation.
All right, so I'll harbingers 1 to 6, and then shatter homesteads in 6.
And then let's hope we get a fear card that pushes an explorer to a land with more buildings.
Sure.
Comes from something like that. That'd be nice.
All right, explorers get extra health, beasts generate fear, and we get an extra Dahan on an inland land.
Extra Dahan is amazing.
Yeah. Do you want it in land 5 or 6?
It's a good question, actually.
I'm inclined towards land 6 just because land 5 is already blighted, and so we're more likely to want to just destroy everything that pops up in land 5, and so the third Dahan doesn't do as much. But
yeah, I think that seems reasonable.
Okay, so I'm gonna Dahan into land 6, and then we could even put the Mining Rush town into land 6, because even with the Explorer, they won't be able to outnumber the Dahan then with the third Dahan. Defend 2 in all lands with presence, not so helpful.
The second level is really nice for lightning if you get that. A lot of usually have a lot of sacred sites.
Yeah.
Play Raging Storm.
Yeah. All right, so Escalation Town. Oh, we can't even put the Escalation Town in land 4. It's a land without buildings. I'm sorry, I thought it was a land without towns.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I haven't played too much against Sweden. But yeah, then I think, as you said, in land 6 is reasonable. Then all the Dahan are safe.
Yeah.
It's a really good beginning.
And we get wetlands.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get fire in the sky. That'd be nice.
Fire in the sky. Let's win the game. No fire in the sky, but we do have some fun ones here.
Yes, absolutely.
I like Savage Maw Beasts. I like Call to Ferocity. I'm a little ambivalent on Animated Rackrut.
Yeah, I like all 3 of them. Probably Savage Maw Beast is
Well, I just think Savage Maw Beasts takes out the Explorer in land 5 and just solves that for us, potentially. Or else it can take out the Explorer in land 8 alongside a Shatter Homesteads or something in order to get that land under control. Call to Ferocity probably doesn't do too much for us. I don't know. It could push that town out of land 6, but I don't think that we care to do that right now.
No. Let's go for killing. It's better to destroy things.
Okay, so Savage Maw Beast then?
We do have a problem with I think so. We do have a problem with the blight being added in land 4. Well, actually.
Well, I was thinking we could play. We can play 4 cards this turn. So if we do this, then we can take out the city in land 4, as well as the town potentially.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's actually the best option though, because then we can't do anything about land 1.
And then they'll add a town in land 5, and then that will become a city. That's the difficulty with Sweden with these extra towns.
Yeah. So if we let land 4 go, we flip the blight card, we put the escalation town in land 3, we Savage Maw Beasts the Explorer in land 5, and we solve land 1 with a combination of Harbingers and Shatter Homesteads, or Thundering Destruction.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, we might want to use Harbingers on land 3 then, just get them out of there.
Sure.
Kill them in land 4 so that they don't become escalation towns. Not very kind to the Dahan.
No, it's not. I'm just trying to think if there's anything better we can do than that. But I see what you're saying. But do you agree the 4 card plays is the thing to do here?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I think kill the Explorer in land 5 for sure.
Okay, so we'll Savage Maw Beasts land 5, get a Fear, Lightning's Boon ourselves so we can do everything fast. I'm actually kind of tempted. What do you think about Harbingers from land 3 to land 2 and then taking out the city in land 2?
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Because land 4 stays a mess, but then we keep the Dahan alive and we still don't have to risk escalation conversion.
Yeah, that's actually really good. And we can take out everything in land 8 next turn with the cards we have in our hand currently.
Sure, yeah. So I'll Harbingers into land 2. Thundering Destruction in land 2.
It also gives us almost 2 Fear cards. That's really good.
Yeah. And then Shatter Homestead's land 1, we think?
Yeah.
Stop the Blight there and the additional Mining Rush.
We do go to Blighted Island, but that's Sweden for you.
Yeah.
Unless we get a Fear card that prevents the event that prevents Ravage in lands with strife or something, and we get strife in the field card. But that's a pretty low chance.
I don't think we're getting it. So we're getting increasing aggression, so +1 damage when ravaging, which is unfortunate.
Oh, that's rough.
We get 10 to land, though, which is nice.
Yeah.
So that'll clear that blight in this wetland in the middle of the board. And the Weezlung outbreak gets a disease at least, so maybe the fear will stop land 1 somehow.
Yeah, that'd be good.
From an inland land.
Damn you.
I think we take out the Explorer in land 8? Or what do you think?
Yeah, I was just thinking that we can always kill him later with Savage Small Beasts.
That's true, so maybe land 7's a better target?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Alright, Ravage in the jungle. This is going to be bad. So, heavy mining. We flip the blight card. We'll add the town to land 3. Promising farmlands. Oh no.
This is the sweetened snowball effect.
And now they convert in land 2. After all we did, that one event card really messed us up.
Right.
Well, let's reclaim and see if we lose this turn, because we might.
Yeah.
I assume we go for another miner, though.
Yeah, we can't afford mages.
Sap the Strength's probably not going to do it here. Voracious Growth could potentially either clear some blight or take out a town. Dark Entangled Woods isn't going to do very much, and Reaching Grasp I don't think is going to do very much. I kind of like Voracious Growth here. I don't know.
Yeah. We need to play the other cards anyway to destroy the city in land 8.
Sure.
Otherwise, we definitely die to the blight there.
Yeah. So, Lightning's Boon, Harbingers, Shatter Homesteads, and Savage Maw Beasts. So, Lightning's Boon speeds us up. Thundering Destruction takes out City in land 8. And
Shatter Homesteads takes out the town.
In land 8. Do we want to Harbingers those Dahan out of land 5?
Yeah.
I think shove them into land 2 maybe and start setting up there.
Yeah, hope for some yeah. And that should get us Terror 2, I think.
Yep, Terror 2.
Let's hope for farmers. Call it a hard But I never wanna
hope for farmers, but yeah, I hear you. Savage Maw Beasts, I think
just keep it for the slow phase.
Keep for the slow phase, you think?
Yeah, I think so. Because we might get damage from disease or beasts, and then we can take out something in land 4.
All right, let's see what we do. All right, Devastated Shores. Add a blight to a coastal land. So we're going to have to destroy 2 presents. Distant Hunt is going to deal some damage at least. And Canny Defense will give us some defense that's not very useful.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just going to throw the blight into land 2 and then destroy 2 presents.
Yeah, from land 5, I think. We're probably not going to keep the presents in there for long.
And then Beast can go and... We can take out a town in land 5 with Savage Maw Beasts if we push the Beast there.
That's true.
Is that our best bet, or...?
Yeah, that's 2 fear then, instead of 1.
Yeah. So I guess let's give that a try and see what happens. Get some defense in the sands. Okay, so we can gather a town into a coastal land. So that's...
really good.
We can take out...
The one from land 6. Never mind. Then they'll just no. Take one from land 2 into land 1. Then we don't get a town from the mining rush.
I was thinking take a town from land 5 actually. Into land 1. Does that make sense?
5 is dead anyway.
Well, but we got one more. We got one more fear card still potentially. I don't know. Maybe that's overly hopeful.
Yeah, I was just thinking we already have a lot of buildings to deal with next turn.
So sure. So from land 2 to land 1?
Yeah, I think that's better.
Okay. Adds a strife in a land with beast, disease, or Dahan. So we could kill that town by adding a strife to it, or we could strife the town in land 2 or land 6.
Yeah. I think the strife, the town in land 2, because then that land is solved.
Yes, because of the disease.
Unless they explore coastally, which they probably.
All right.
Okay, we are not out yet.
Nope. We're not quite dead. So then Savage Mob Beasts, I was just going to use to pick off that town.
Yeah. We have a full blight left to work with.
Yeah, 1 blight. It's great. I think we need to reclaim again, though.
Yes. And we still need to go for miners. Because we need to play Shadow Homesteads, I think.
Hey, there's fire in the sky.
Yes.
I think that'll solve a lot of our problems.
It's an instant take, definitely.
So if we fire in the sky, harbingers, shatter homesteads, and do you want Savage Mob Beasts or Lightning Spoon?
Yeah.
I think Savage Mob Beasts is still usable.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I was actually considering if you want to try and remove some blight just in case we get some unfortunate events.
Sure, because we don't need to take out a city. That's almost too much of a gamble, though. I'd rather Voracious Growth to take out a town.
Yeah, we can stripe the city, kill the town, land 6, and kill the town in land 3, and then keep Voracious Growth for the slow phase.
Sure. So we fire in the sky land 6, strife the city. We Thundering Destruction the town in land 6.
Yeah.
Do we want to Harbingers in the fast, or do we want to save that for the slow?
I think we need the Dahan where they are to...
Sure. So then I'm going to Shatter Homesteads in land 3 to stop the city build.
Yeah.
And save everything else for the slow. The only question I'd have is it worth getting 1 more fear card? But I think we're in pretty good shape, and we'd rather have the fear card next turn. We're a ways from Terror 3, so. Alright. Finish using powers. And Years of Little Rain. What a card.
I know which one we pick.
Yeah, not the one that risks adding Blight. Alright, so ease the drought.
Rid of Raging Storm.
Yeah, forget Raging Storm. I think.
I will never have a reason to play that one.
And then card plays, I assume. And then, let's see, what do we have for the slow?
We should have played Savage Mob. Well, I guess we can still...
we can still take out the city.
Take it out.
If we just do 2 damage to the city, and then...
Yeah.
And then Voracious Growth to finish it off.
Yeah.
Explore does not afflict coastal lands. Alright, mountains build, and they explore the coastal lands. Nice.
Very nice.
Alright, so Voracious Growth will finish off the city in land 5, I assume.
Yeah.
Kill the city, damage the town. Not that does much. And then Harbingers, do we want to go into the mountains? Do we want to...
I think we want 1 in... Oh, right, we have the big mountains. Yes.
Because we need to do something with land 7, and we have 5 card plays next turn, which is good.
Yeah.
But I think...
Yeah, let's put some Dahan in there.
Okay, we're also done with escalations. We're on to stage 3, so...
Yes.
So I'll push just 1 or 2?
I think 2.
Okay. There's still cultural assimilation out there, but I don't think that's going to be as big a risk if we blow up the city in the fast.
Yeah.
So let's reclaim. Let's see what happens.
Get something that costs 0.
We got something that costs 0. Land of Haunts and Embers. Can't really play it for anything but elements.
Also, isolation I think is better.
Okay.
Because then we can play that one and the other cards we have.
Sure.
Then.
So call, fire, harbingers, savage, and shatter.
Yeah.
So we'll need to call to isolation on land 7 to deal with it, because we can't quite destroy everything there.
Yeah. Then we can probably next turn go into go for a Terror 3 victory.
Okay.
We can destroy the city, all the towns out, destroy the town in land 3, and also destroy the
How close are we to Terror 3? Oh, we're 3 fear away. So we can actually do that this turn, can't we? If we Thundering Destruction the city in land 4, strife the city in land 7, push out the towns. That'll destroy everything and get us to Terror 3 in the Ravage. So, Thundering Destruction here. Fire in the Sky. Such a good card. And Call to Isolation. So push...
let's just push them into the disease, I think.
Sure. Push them to land 4, and then we still need to solve land 3.
Yeah.
So we'll shatter homesteads there. And do we want a harbinger? I mean, it shouldn't make a difference. We should just win here, unless the event screws us over.
Yeah, I would say push the hand from land 2, other than the hand from land 6 to land 1, just to have a hand in there.
Okay. 6 to 1.
Let's hope we don't get one of those events that do bad blight that we can't prevent.
Sure. Well, we've got 4 fear cards, so hopefully this works. Do we want to Savage Mob Beasts or just save that?
Let's just save it.
All right. Finish using powers. Event. It's exactly the one we can't deal with.
I mean,
Island is blighted.
All you get to choose how we die.
Oh no! that was so close, so close. Okay, that was pretty good, but not quite what we needed.
Damn you, Sweden.
Yeah. Score of 20. All right. It's the problem with relying on the Ravage, I suppose.
And being on one blight is.
Yeah, we had some bad event luck that game, so I'm not feeling too bad about that loss, but that does sting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we'll wrap up this video here. We'll probably try this again. If not now, then sometime in the near future. But thanks for joining me for the game, and this was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it definitely was.
A little unfortunate loss, but is what it is.
It's as close to a win as you can get.
Losing, yes. All right. Well, thank you.